Hi Virgo, how you doing? What's been going on with you? Spirit is showing me a message here that it's time to renew something in your life. Renew a sense of creativity, of aliveness, of fullness, of purpose, maybe even a connection for some of you. But this is a time of renewal. And what you're renewing is an energy that can be deposited or funneled into whatever you choose. Okay, like a project, a relationship, a work thing, whatever you want to choose, that's where the energy can go. But it's an energy that wants to be renewed. And it feels like this energy is very familiar to you. You've felt this before. And it's a sense of completion I'm hearing, but also new beginnings. It's a feeling of, I have a destiny, I have a mission, I have a plan, I have a vacation coming up, I have an adventure awaiting me, I have so much I want to do, and I'm ready to get started, and I'm optimistic about the future. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. The two cards I got to represent the theme of your reading, the ring and the iris. And in the book, the author calls this card, the iris, the radiant renewer. And the ring talks about cycles and being connected to everything and everybody. And I feel like this cycle that's coming through for you, this renewal of radiant energy, is a reminder that you are connected to many different timelines, many different lifelines. Okay, so we don't have just one destiny, we have multiple pathways available to us. And Spirit's saying if you don't like the pathway you're on, switch. There's another thing waiting for you, or maybe you need to go a little bit further on the pathway you're currently on and just turn the corner, because around the bend, I'm seeing like this gold glittering like energy. And that's interesting because I got something about gold here. I heard that you were once a needle in a haystack and someone found you. And then after I heard that, I saw gold, like a gold thread being thread through the eye of the needle, which is you. So somebody found you, Virgo, when they didn't think they would. Maybe this is you. You found a part of yourself when you didn't think you would. That resilient aspect of yourself, that creative part of yourself, that strong and determined part of yourself, that wise, smart part of yourself when you thought you had lost it. And or somebody has also realized that they found something very precious in you or with you. Something that is hard to find, a needle in a haystack. And it feels like whoever this is, whether this is you with yourself or someone else, there's a gold thread that wants to be used to stitch together a new timeline for you. It's very interesting because the energy feels like it's dancing around a little bit. And this goes back to the message that there are multiple destinies, multiple timelines, like infinite possibilities and potentialities. So we don't need to stick to just one narrative and one outcome and one way of doing things. So I hope that knowingness that you have inside of you, that there are so many different opportunities available to you, frees you up and kind of unblocks this creative juice that you have that is just really wanting to flow. I also got the message here that you're germinating something, but we'll come back to that. Something else came through, and I heard a word to the wise. Everything begins as a small grain of rice. I forgot to do this, but let me do it now. I was going to look up the symbolism, the spiritual symbolism of rice, because I've never had anything come through about rice before. Maybe this is someone's last name, could be. Spiritual meaning of rice. Let's just see what comes up. Nourishment for the body, fertility, abundance, prosperity, spiritual nourishment, the cultivation and preparation and consumption of rice are intertwined. Where did it go? Are intertwined with the concept of unity and interconnectedness. Yes, and this is what this is talking about. Just as each grain of rice is part of a greater whole, individuals are connected, but maybe also connected and created in the tapestry of life, this tapestry that is being stitched together with this golden thread. Rice symbolizes the importance of community and working together for the common good. It reminds us of the interdependence of all living beings and the need for cooperation and harmony. Maybe there seems to be a lot. I'm just going to leave it there, but there seems to be a lot on rice if you want to look that up. The symbolism of rice in a spiritual context, because it is clicking with the downloads I got about your uniqueness being valued by someone else or maybe a community of people. You're a needle in the haystack, and I feel like somebody's been looking for you. And you need to remember that about yourself too, just how special and unique you are. And then this golden thread, it's just so beautiful. It's like shimmering. I also got these names, and I think they're names of a street. Potentially, they sound like it to me. Winnow, Willow, Woodrow, Wincott, Windermere. It's like something like that with a W. Also something about Wisconsin, but there's a place or a street that begins with a W. The letter D is also significant. Maybe this is a street you already know, or a place or a park you already know of. But if it's not, it could be something that's coming up for you. It's like a needle in a haystack, this place. There's an important place here that you're going to find, or that you've already found. There's something about the energy of this space and this place that is significant. Could also be a county name I'm getting. Okay, so let's get into your cards, Virgo, and see what else Spirit wants to talk to you about, what else wants to come through with this message. A revitalization of your radiant energy, creativity, connection, and community. Yeah, I was getting this feeling that you've been indoors too much lately. Okay, what's up with that? Or you've been spending a lot of time like longing or thinking about nature, but you haven't really gone out in nature in a while, something like that. Okay, let's see the energy supporting Virgos. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Andy. This is 13 Moon Tarot. If you're returning, thank you guys so much for all your support. I truly appreciate it. Everything that you guys do, just being here and trusting me with your energy and sharing your good vibes, all of it, it just means so much. I'm really so grateful to be able to do this with you. Let's see the energies challenging you. Gratitude and the world. I feel like this is just kind of how I was feeling right now, so I'm going to put this back in because I feel like it's an expression of my own energy here. Grateful for all of you on the interwebs who connect with me and connect with me in the 5D as well. Interesting. Maybe this is a message for you too, since you are in the energy of community right now. Okay, let's see. The energy is challenging Virgo, Spirit, Virgo, or whoever's tuning in, wherever Virgo is for you. You can watch for any placement at any time. Healing herbs. Yeah, there's something about needing to go outdoors, be around nature or a particular place, a particular tree, a particular herb, maybe even an iris flower you need to come across. I don't know. There's something out there that is seeking your attention. Healing herbs. So if you've been trying to work through something difficult, I'm hearing man-made, through man-made avenues. Maybe this is like therapy or reading stuff or listening to stuff on YouTube or talking to friends, which all of that stuff can be great, nothing against it. But I feel like Spirit's saying there's something more natural, like coming from nature itself, that doesn't have preconceptions, but just good healing energy to provide, that you could be around right now. Even animals, okay, those are healing companions for you at this time. Interesting. I'm going to pull another card to clarify that, but the energy we got that is supporting you is Spirit of the Sky. How beautiful is this? So this is you. And I feel like as the Spirit of the Sky, when you want to find something special, a needle in a haystack, it's actually quite easy for you to see because you have that higher perspective. You have a lay of the land. Interesting, land again. And I feel like that, again, with the sparkliness, okay, the shining aspect, okay, it's like the needle shines and it catches your eye as you fly above it. I think metaphorically, for a lot of you, this is Spirit saying you're finding yourself again. You're finding that part of you that you've been missing. Maybe it's a younger part of you. It feels more wild. It feels more excited. It feels free. Okay, you're reconnecting with that. And perhaps for some of you, it could be like a very specific opportunity you're looking for. And you feel like you're never going to find it. The love partner, the job. And it's coming. Okay, I need a little bit more Spirit on this healing herbs. What is this for the challenge for Virgos? Healing herbs. I'll put the names of the deck in the description below. Yeah, discover. See, it's like there's something out there you need to discover. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm a little congested right now from allergies, but which is interesting. Okay, that's a message because typically when we have allergies, we stay indoors to avoid the allergen if it's an outdoor allergen, which mine are. But I'm getting the message that it's actually like, that's not the solution. You could actually get closer to something. How do I say that? It's like, okay, let's use this as a metaphor. 13 on the clock. This is karmic in some way, okay? But there's like an allergen, metaphorically, outside. And so you're creating a boundary. You're going inside. I'm not going to like, that's messing with me. I feel like shit when I'm around it. But you're inside and it's still kind of affecting you. Not as bad, but it's still having an effect. And Spirit's saying the solution... The antihistamine, the natural antihistamine, is actually a plant or something that is sitting right beside what you're allergic to. So you just need to know the difference between the two of them. And it's like if you come together with the antihistamine, you know, the one that makes you feel better, then that allergen won't affect you. So perhaps this is like you getting into a new union is going to help heal something. Or it's you joining a community of some sort or getting closer with the community is going to help shield you from things that cause like a metaphorical inflammatory response. This is interesting the way it's coming through. Okay. There's something for you to discover, but you have to go out and discover it. You have to fly in the sky. You can't be indoors. Literally or maybe figuratively. Okay, give me one more for Spirit of the Sky for Virgo. There's also something you could eat that would be healing. No, I don't know what that is, but that's what I'm getting. Tiger spirit, beautiful. Oh, we got a lot here. Imagination, the Lovers, good fortune, and flow. Yes, it's this creativity, this imagination, this hopefulness for the future, this realization that you can connect with anything and anyone and come into some kind of union, some contract that brings in good fortune and protection, a place where you can flow. And the energy that you need to step into or embrace more fully to do this is Tiger spirit. Tiger spirit, hold on. Something about Eastern mysticism coming up here could be significant for someone. I dream of tigers all the time. When's the last time you thought about a tiger? Of course, symbolizes strength, courage, fearlessness, commanding respect and admiration, with its keen instincts and sharp senses, heightened awareness and intuition, guiding individuals to trust their inner wisdom. So there's some kind of intuitive feeling, nudge you have to go somewhere, to seek out something, to fly high in the sky, to find that, to know, not to find, but to know that you can already see the needle in the haystack. Okay, I feel like we're getting a little abstract, which is cool, but let's keep going and see what else we can get. What other specifics? What's this allergen that you've been dealing with? Knight of Cups just fell out. Let's see. Actually, I want to ask about that for a second. What's this allergen that Virgo's been protecting themselves from, staying away from, or that's bothering them in some way? The Three of Wands and the Four of Wands, and it says welcome home here. You know, Virgo, for some of you, I feel like you have decided to limit your vision with something. It's almost like you've convinced yourself, like, I have it pretty good, you know, I don't need to want anything else. There's nothing else, like, you know, it's just being silly. It's just being crazy. It's just my ego that desires like a vaster landscape, a bigger vision, like, you know, these infinite timelines and all of this stuff that I could have. Like, that's just not realistic. So I better just settle in and settle down and be happy with what I have. And that gratitude that's embedded in that thought process is beautiful and something to be proud of and honor and cherish and practice. That said, I also feel like you're limiting yourself because Spirit is definitely showing me that it's okay to dream bigger, to imagine better or different than what is currently your reality. It's okay. In fact, it's advised. Think about being part of a community. Would you want to be part of a community that is just satisfied with what they have, but not really living up to their potential? Or would you rather be around a community of people who are okay to say it's not enough and move towards their potential and abundance and be ready to explore, be ready to get up and fall down and get back up again? What energy seems more exciting to you? Where would you want to be? Okay? Because there's something here you're holding yourself back from unnecessarily. So let's get your cards out, Virgo. Let's see Virgo's current energy, Spirit. Virgo's current energy. Actually, let me just get all the cards out. Let's get a lay of the land. Let's fly high in the skies. Spirit of the sky. I love this too because we have earth and air, or earth and Mercury, which is you, earth and Mercury. 3 more. There is something natural that could help you. Or maybe going to a natural path could be useful. Okay, let's see. Interesting. Some of the cards came out upside down, and I thought, okay, well, maybe I have the whole deck upside down, so I flipped it the other way so it would come right side up, and then it didn't. So that's interesting. But I feel like these cards coming out in reverse is not really telling me this energy's in its lower polarity. Okay, it's not telling me it's like there's something you can't see, or you're refusing to see, or you're not looking at it correctly, or you're fearful to. Because your energy is the Wheel of Fortune. It came out in reverse. And obviously, Spirit is talking to you about cycles and how new cycles are not just something that happens in a vacuum, but a new cycle when it comes into your life, whether that's, something you can point to and say, I'm in a new cycle, I'm in a new house, I'm in a new relationship, I have a new job, or whether it's more of a subtle, spiritual, energetic new cycle that comes in. Regardless of what it is, it's brought about through its connection to other people and other events and other things that are going on around you and within you. It doesn't just happen in a vacuum, a new cycle. It's like a chain reaction. So things that you set up in the past for yourself are now beginning to create motion in your life. So there's a change that wants to occur based on a whole bunch of things that have happened around you, and also things that you did in the past that really set you up for this moment. And this moment is one about like really opening your eyes to a different timeline. I feel like, Virgo, if you've been stuck, stagnant, anything like that, new people, new places, new ideas, new hobbies, getting back to something creative, all of those things are like you finding the needle in the haystack, that needle you need to stitch together a new timeline. So don't just sit there and be like, okay, I'm going to like muster the will to like get out of this funk. Okay, like I'm in a funk and I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to get out of it. Or it's just tomorrow I'll wake up and I'll just get out of it. It's like, that's, that's noble that I'm hearing cute. It's cute too. Not in a condescending way, but maybe in a little bit of a naive way even, right? Where it's like, I'm just going to make this change happen, but you need some support from the energies around you. And they don't have to be people. It could be nature. But it's like putting yourself in new positions or involving yourself with new ideas or going to new places. All of these different things give you these golden threads that you need so that when you find the needle in the haystack, you have something to put through the eye. You can stitch something together because all these different things have given you these threads. Right? So it's like, say you want to write a new book, but you don't know where to begin and it's just not happening. And you're just trying to start something new. Well, you need like a whole bunch of like life experiences, circumstances, events, unfoldings to happen that just give you a different kind of read on the energies, on your own energies, that will inspire ideas for this new book that might not feel even directly related to the thing, to this community, to these people, to these places, but it's something about the new energy that's brought in that helps inspire the book. You know what I'm saying? Is this making any sense? I really hope it is. Okay? Because your opportunity here, or sorry, what you don't see coming, which is also kind of an opportunity for you, is the sacred fire, the rebirthing bonfire. Yeah, this is the renewal, the renewed, vibrant energy. Let me get one more on this sacred fire for what Virgo doesn't see coming. Four of Cups, King of Pentacles. Yeah, you're doing something that's a little bit like a Taurus funk, it feels like. I'm a Taurus, so I feel like I can tap into that energy. A Taurus funk where you're just kind of, I know you're Virgo, but you know, it is your fellow earth sign. It just feels like you're just sitting somewhere trying to stay away from the allergen and just trying to be satisfied with something that's not satisfactory. Who said you had to do that? Why do you have to do that? It's okay to not be satisfied with something. It's okay. Doesn't mean you're not grateful for where you are, who's around you, what's happened in your life so far. But being grateful doesn't mean we need to accept something that we're not happy about. If you're not happy about something, you do not need to accept it. You don't. That's a choice. Okay, and I feel like this is you accepting something that you're not very excited about, but you feel like you should be grateful for it and just kind of do it, deal with it, be in it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this energy needs to be purified. Spirit's inviting you to fly higher, to see more, to be courageous, Tiger Spirit. Okay, your opportunity is the Six of Pentacles, the sacred white scale bull, and it came out in reverse. Is there someone around you or a certain ethos or ideology or something that you're being influenced by that is saying, Virgo, your current circumstances are fair, or you don't need to write a second book. You've already written 3. How silly of you to even want to do another. Like, what is that? Who is that saying that? Is it you? Is it someone around you? Because someone's convincing you that, like, this is as good as it gets, and that's all you should want. The shaman, the medicine healer in reverse. Maybe it is something that you're listening to spiritually, because there are so many teachings out there that talk about gratitude and being grateful for what you have and not wanting or needing more than what you already have, etc., etc. And I understand that. I totally get that, and I believe that. But not when it comes as an obstacle, not when that so-called gratitude is an obstacle to your growth. Okay? Yeah, it's like you're settling in some regard. You know, sometimes you decide, you know what? I don't like it this way. I want to try something else. I want to do it in a different way. I got a good idea. I think it's going to work out this way. So I'm going to push for it. I'm going to try. And you do it, but it doesn't really work out. Or you don't see immediate results. And so you're like, that was silly. not going to do that. I'm just going to go back to what I know, what I'm good at, or how things are, and I'm going to find happiness within that instead of trying, because obviously that's not the path, that's not working. But this is where you need that Taurus energy in the light, which just keeps going. Okay? Like, you get an obstacle, you fail, something doesn't work out, but you persist anyways because you believe in it. You have an intention, you believe that eventually it's going to unfold the way it needs to because of your dedication and because of that intuition that you have, that things are going to work out and that you're guided to do something, or you're guided to go in that direction for a reason. You're guided to write that book for a reason. You're guided to travel to wherever, to do this, to date this person, to break up with whatever it is for you. You're guided for a reason. And even though it gets difficult and the obstacles may seem to start piling up, you push through it and you persevere. Okay, that's having faith. That's having faith. And it's okay to do that. It's okay to keep pushing. And I feel like there's some energy around you that's saying, no, just be grateful for what you have. Write your daily list of gratitude and don't ask for anything more. You can write your daily list of gratitude, and you should every now and then, or maybe as a practice. But you can also ask for more. The universe is an abundance place. It's an abundant place. Okay? Sky's the limit. So whoever said you can't have or you shouldn't have, that's the allergen. Yeah. The world. The world is yours. The world is yours. Yeah, and we had that fall out, right? And I put it back in, gratitude in the world. Maybe you need to switch your gratitude practice, or what you're grateful for is like, be grateful for the abundance in the universe, that there are so many paths open, so many different opportunities. And yes, you have to push for some things, but it's there and it can happen. Okay, so the challenge for you, the King of Swords in reverse. You're up in your head about something. What's Virgo up in their head about? Ten of Wands, sorry, and the Two of Wands. Virgo, this is like exactly what I'm talking about. It's like being at that crossroads, or seeing that there's more, and knowing that you can decide to do something different, or it doesn't have to be this way, but you're like, I don't know. It's too daunting, or it's going to take too much effort. So I'm actually just not going to proceed. I'm not going to do that. But that just puts you in a place of Five of Swords. Playing games with yourself and your higher self. Not living up to your potential. Page of Pentacles. Staying at a beginner's level. Interesting. Even though you... Oh, hold on. You've mastered the beginner's level, okay? I don't know what the beginner's level means for everyone, but I don't know. You need something more. You need to challenge yourself in some way, okay? And whatever thoughts you have that says, no, choosing that path is too daunting, it's too hard, it's too difficult, I'll regret it, won't be worth it in the end, is like just not true. It's not true. You have to discover that healing herb that exists out there. Let's see if we can get a little bit further in on that. Ace of Wands. Yeah. That golden thread. The change. You're very adaptable, Virgo, okay? So don't worry about starting over, starting new, something like that. Like, you're going to be just fine. And if there's nothing really that you want to change or start over, it's like you need to bring a new creative energy into whatever you're doing, or into a relationship maybe. Page of Wands, the Hierophant. You're getting messages here from Spirit, and maybe from your dreams. The Tower behind the Hierophant. The Hierophant was covering the Tower. Yeah, to like pick up and go, or pick up the paintbrush, or start the new thing, or just like immerse yourself in some kind of adventure. You're getting like nudges and guidance to do that. But it's like there's a fear of a tower hiding somewhere in the mix. But I feel like that's just a fear, okay? It's not a reality. I also feel like Spirit's saying you've been through the fire. You've been through tower moments. And as shitty as they were, you always found your way back to center. And that knowingness that you have, that you can always find your way back to center no matter what bullshit goes on around you, should be something that you remind yourself of often. And let that be, I'm hearing port in the storm, a port in the storm for you to know that you can put yourself in spaces, places, situations where you don't know the outcome, and know that you will still find your way back to yourself, to your center. You'll be okay. Okay, you're the tiger. You're meant to explore the entire jungle here, not just stay to one place, getting like the scraps of stuff, you know, and whatever passes through your den, that's what you eat. You don't know, you're meant to go out and hunt and look and explore. We have the sun as your advice. Some of you have to boost your energy. Eat more or eat better, drink more, you know, like get some exercise in, get some good sleep, spend more time in the sunshine. Really going outdoors is important here. Like intentionally, not just like I'm going out to do groceries, or I guess I'll just do a little walk around the block. Those are still good things to do if you're not doing them. But this is like, I'm going to even just stand outside for 10 minutes and like soak in the sun's energy. Just like having that conscious thought will give you a new sense of vitality and purpose. Spirit is also saying that whatever you're looking for, whatever you want to bring into your life, it's so much easier to find than you realize. It's like right there. The remedy, the antihistamine is like right there. It's right there. And you are allowed to have it. What's going to manifest in the next 3 months? We got the 5 of Swords. What's up with this, Virgo? This image here reminds me of Scorpio, of course. But also we have the dark and the light, the shadow and the conscious mind. And it looks like the shadow is about to win here. Which could mean that your fears are bigger than your desire for something new, or the desire to fulfill your potential, for your renewed radiance. Your fear is kind of winning here. So maybe this has to do with something Scorpionic in your chart, in your 8th house, or wherever Scorpio rules for you, or if you have planets in Scorpio. There could be something to pay attention to here. But let's go further in for Virgo. Judgment. Wow, Spirit's really asking you to look at this fear that you have. That you're kidding yourself, that you're lying to yourself. Because I'm telling you, Virgo, the Empress at the bottom, something's going to be renewed in this time period whenever you watch this video. And it's either going to be abundance, creativity, drive, adventure, new timeline, or what can be renewed is fear and self-defeat. Feeling like the world's a bitter place, or the world is not going to give you anything more than what you've already got. That energy could also be resurrected at this time. So if you're kind of in the middle of those thoughts, Spirit's saying, connect with Spirit of the sky and fly high. Everything is connected. Small changes in one area of your life will lead to big changes in another. Okay, Virgo? So break out of some kind of comfort zone that you're in and keep pushing. Even if it doesn't work out, you say, oh, I want new friends, I'm going to join this club. Or I want to travel somewhere, I'm going to book this vacation. You join the club, the people suck. You go on vacation, the hotel's having construction. It sucks. Doesn't mean that you're not meant to try again. Okay, keep going. Find another community to connect with. That one didn't work. Okay, at least I know what I don't want now. That vacation was a bummer. Maybe I need to go somewhere else. It's like, keep going. Don't come back and go indoors and be like, oh, well, I should not be around anybody and I should not go anywhere. Keep persisting. 3 of Pentacles, and you will be rewarded. All right, Virgo, I'm going to go into an extended reading. In the extended, I go a layer deeper into this message. We'll see what's underneath all of this energy and what's coming up ahead. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description box below. If not, if you don't want to go there or you can't, then just trust that you've received the guidance that you need. I really hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.